What's up, people? Now I know some of y'all are probably thinking of ways, just like I am, with owning a second gen or just a truck in general, or some ways to help keep your truck from dying and allowing it to last a little longer. And what I mean by that is like the transmission. So as some of y'all may or may not know, the 47 RE transmissions are just the transmissions in any year Dodge from first gen all the way up till fifth gen. The transmissions in these things suck. Now, they started to get a little bit better, but then they still suck. So the only thing that, if you get any kind of Dodge truck, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, unless it's a manual, the transmission is going to suck unless it's built. Now, mine has a Stage 3 built torque converter and a Suncoast shift kit. And I was sitting there thinking, you know, what are some ways and things that I can do to my second gen truck transmission to help give the transmission a little more life and while I can have fun with it. Now right now it's probably rated for about 500-600 horsepower and haul heavy loads with it without putting a lot of strain on the transmission and allowing it to slip a lot sooner than maybe when I would get 4 more years out of the transmission and then it decides to slip. It's called a torque converter lockup switch. It probably costed me about $20 in total to get it completely done and probably took 25-30 minutes, maybe less than that. So today's video, I'm going to show you how to put a torque converter lockup switch in your 98.5 24 valve Cummins. Now, I believe you can do this with any Dodge or any automatic transmission. All it involves with is a toggle switch, some 14 gauge wire, and some tappet things to tap into the wire on the TCM. So let's go ahead and get into it and show you exactly what you need to do. First off, we're going to start off with right here in this general area. All you need is a toggle switch, and right here is my toggle switch. It's off right now, and then you can flip it on and then flip it back off. Now my toggle switch is a little loose, so all it has is it has 2 screws on it on the toggle switch to put 2 different wires on it. So the black wire is the wire that goes to the TCM and taps into the transmission torque converter wire. And then this is a 20-amp fuse, or I guess you call it a fuse relay, that taps onto the other side of the toggle switch. And they both go up to the firewall. And then I have another right here 14 gauge wire that goes up somewhere. And then more 14 gauge wire that goes up through here. So we got the hood popped. One main black wire comes all the way up to here. Now you don't have to put it right here. This, what all it is it's a ground. You just have to have it anywhere on the truck, on the body, the frame, anywhere. You can put it in there, but I didn't have anywhere to take a screw off in there because all my crap's crowded up, and put it right here. That's all it is. One wire that comes from the toggle switch that comes over here, and then the other wire with the fuse relay comes to the firewall, as you can see right there. That wire is from our lift pump. Now that black wire comes over here, comes to the ground, and then you have another black wire that runs to the firewall that comes all the way up over here and then taps into the TCM. So when you're doing this, on the middle plug right here, you're going to want to look, there's an orange wire and an orange and black wire. So you're going to want to look for the orange and black wire that is orange and then just has a black strip, like right there you can see in the middle of it. Now I use one of these things. I'll grab one out and show you exactly what it is. It's just called a tap thing that allows you to tap inside the orange wire and then take the black wire and you screw it in on this end right here, and then it goes all the way up and hooks the toggle switch, and then the other one goes into the ground. So people will have hooked everything up to the toggle switch and their truck will still not have overdrive. Like, can't press the button on the shifter and overdrive comes on and off, and you won't have overdrive in general. So to fix that is by going over here on your fuse box. You're looking at your fuse box here, and you look over here. You have ASD relay, AC clutch, spare, and transmission relay. So you come down here, and right here's where the transmission relay is. Now you're thinking, well, where's the fuse? You have to remove the fuse relay off, and you have to take you a little bit of wire, and see how it comes 3 across right there, and then it has 2 little slats that come up and down right here. You have to take a little wire and jump it from this little plug to this little plug, and just squeeze it, push it down in there, and that allows your overdrive to work on and off still. So, and if it's just like mine, every time you hit the accelerator, it'll jerk, and once you let off, it'll jerk it a little harder, and that's because the torque converter is locked. Now when you flip the switch to off, your transmission will shift like it's normally, and it'll go from first, second, third, fourth, overdrive, blah, blah, blah. And it'll shift like it's supposed to. These right here is what I used to tap into the orange and black wire on the TCM on the middle plug. Now remember, it is the middle plug, this plug right here. You unplug it and wipe your wires off if they're dirty like mine. You'll see this orange and black wire. And I used one of these wire tap connectors. So as you can see right here, there's a little needle right here. So you take that cap off right here, you slide it underneath of the wire right here, and then you take this piece and you screw it over top of that, and that needle will drive inside of the wire right there. And after it drives inside the wire, you take this cap off right here, and you take this wire, the black wire that I have here, you stick it in there, but it'll go through this like cap right here. You stick it to that cap, and then you take it and the wire and the cap, and you screw it on top of that, and then it's nice and tight and in there. And all it is wire tap connectors. That is how you completely set up your torque converter lock switch. Like I said, 20 some odd dollars will get you this, some 14 gauge wire, and a toggle switch. And then all you have to do is, like I said, connect to the TCM over there, and then take the other wire and put it on the ground anywhere on the truck, as long as it's grounded out. And then you have to open the fuse box, find your transmission fuse relay, unplug it, and then jump those two little plugs. That's all you have to do. And then put your toggle switch somewhere that you can easily get to. Now, I'm probably gonna move mine up here. If you got like a skid steer on a gooseneck or something behind you, then you can flip it on, and then it'll help lock your torque converter. That way it doesn't slip the clutches out and gives your transmission a longer, better life. So I hope y'all found this video useful and can use it to help y'all put a torque converter lockup switch. I promise you now, it works, and it helps a lot in my opinion, and it'll help give your transmission longer life. I hope y'all enjoyed this little tutorial video on how to put on your torque converter lock switch. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and put your post notifications on so you never miss another video when I upload. I'm uploading one video right now as we speak, and then I just made this other video about the torque converter lockup switch. So there will be 2 videos uploaded on my channel, so make sure you go check that other one out. And hope y'all enjoy the videos, and